early. I'm actually early. Huh? What about that? Early, not late. I'm actually early, not late. That, huh? Get everything plugged in here. Mob Rats, welcome to Inmate. Mob Rats. Mob Rats. Okay, bro. Mob Rats, what's up? Pilato, salute. Jay, yeah, can't wait for this one. Keep on killing them, Rob. John DeGrazi, I'm in. What's up, John? Donnie Brook, I think I'm blocked on all the up channels. I thought that they're so delusional. It's you really keep doing you, Rossi. Rossi, okay, so it's Rosso, but it's cool. If you call me Rossi, let it rip, Rob. Ron Gross, 50-50 this stream. Ohio State video, now playtime, don't behave. Jimmy, Ron, nice, Ron. Listen, Ron, you've been around for a while, so you can give me constructive criticism anytime you want, okay? Ohio State videos. So I didn't do it, of course. So today, if you guys heard me, I said I had to do some stuff. I tore down a fence. I also went to the mountains for 45 minutes, well, almost an hour, and I shot a video. This video, I wasn't going to come live tonight. I shot a video with a special announcement. And the purpose was, well, I'm not going to do it now. It's still stuck. So I try to put it up at 1 o'clock. Let's see where it's at right now. Let's look and see where my little video is. But the reason I came on and did a live, because I wasn't going to do a live about this tonight. All these little girls are freaking out. They have so much. Convict Inc., the Twinkle Toad prison bitch, Johnny. So Johnny Mac now, he's got, see, when they got to call you bad names like that, they're Mob Tube War, Tony Soflo versus Robert Rosso, Mob Tube War, Tony Soflo, except Tony Soflo, American made 241. Thank you. But what do you mean Mob Tube versus Tony Soflo? Tony Soflo's not even known. I'm making him known by going and doing this. But it's cool. I'm here to help. That's what I do. I help people. And I'm going to help get them right after I break them all down. The more, the merrier. Look, the more, the merrier. Right now, I have figured out what they're all called. Calandra's puppets. So we have So Flo, who likes to beat with pinga pinga, pinga pinga, ping ping pinga pinga, who likes to beat women. We have his brain, Nikki Blade, who won't feed his fucking family in Cuba still. God damn it, Nikki Blade. I bought you flotation devices today. And so I figured out, I was kind of bummed because I'm not on the East Coast. I was going to push these flotation devices over to Cuba, maybe with a bunch of food on them or money, whatever. But I realized I live right by the Arkansas River. The Arkansas River flows down into Louisiana and into Atlanta, and it goes on certain days with currents. We can get it to Cuba. So I'm gonna do a video soon, Nikki Blade. There's going to be a lot of people helping your family get money to Cuba. We're going to get money to Cuba for your family, Nikki Blade. Yeah, you said it. I heard you out of your own words. My family's fucking starving in Cuba. Nikki Blade, I'm here to help. That's why I'm here. God put me on this earth to help. I hear people today, they're all on the prison thing. Little prison bitch, mob war. There's no mob tube war. What the fucking war? What war? I smashed these creeps. All it together at one time. I'll take all these little girls on. They're Jimmy's puppets. And look at the cast of characters that we have. We have Soflo, who proudly brags about beating a woman. By the way, Soflo, been on the phone with attorneys today. Yeah, and we got the national organization for you, bro. So Kevin, thank you for all what you do. I do like you, Kevin. I do like the brokerage that you done. Got a national organization on Soflo. Yeah. So, and we contacted the reporter in his own town. Soflo will have a news report about him soon. Hopefully. We'll see. But I shouldn't show him my hand, right? Soflo. Beating women. What a disgusting man you are. It's sad what you do. Beat women and brag. You say, oh, but she accused me of rape. Pinga, 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 pinga. But she accused me of rape. Did she accuse you? But did she not show up because she's afraid of you? Like you're going to rape her again? I don't know. But we do know one thing. You never, ever, ever beat a woman, even if she accuses you of rape. The proper thing to do for civilians is to use the legal justice system, to let our justice system work. We can prosecute people that lie against us. Oh, I just pushed the button. Let me see. Blur, 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 blur. It's because I've been smoking crack for fucking 3 days now. Man, so that's how I see how I'm blurring. That's how I'm feeling right now. Because I started smoking crack because like Charlie Sheen was winning. So I said, fuck it. Charlie Sheen can win smoke crack. I'm gonna win smoke. So he used to take 7-gram hits. I take 1-gram hits, and I'm winning. Let me say that. I'm winning. The only thing I'm not doing is the hookers. I did all that. I'm like past. That's so past that. And by the way, who's the little Jimmy puppet that was saying, come on, man, let me do this. So blah, 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 blah. There we go. Who's the Jimmy puppet that I heard was saying that I can't get laid? I have one thing to say. Come on, people now. Smile on your brother. Everybody get together. Try to love one another right now. They can't love me because they fucking hate me because I'm so under their fucking skin. Look at what I did to Chris last night. Look at Chris FBS. Your t-shirt, by the way. Legally, I can put your face now too. You think I'm joking? Watch. And this is my special announcement. This is a good opportunity. But let me say this. Did you guys see Chris last night? Everybody should beat women. We all beating women. I mean, I'm paraphrasing and joking, of course. This guy stuck up for SoFlo, who beat a woman. So it's justifiable if you beat it. And by the way, he doesn't say well, he says bitch. Chris, are you still listening to rap music, man? Chris, you're too old to be listening to rap. I'm going to send you some good country music. Once you listen to it, you'll start respecting and loving women. You'll love the United States again. You won't hate it. You leftist, you won't hate it. You'll love it. Everything will come in context. And most important, your criminal thinking will go away because what you, Raul, Pipa, oh, no, he's Raul. No, he's got like 4 names. Raul, Nikki Blade from California, Los Angeles, went to Bell High School. Now he's in Miami for whatever reason. Maybe he's running from people out there. I don't know, but still won't feed his fucking family. Peeper. I'm gonna call him Peeper because he peeps through windows. So because I see this crew of degenerates, we've got Jimmy Calandra, who likes to lure women to hotel rooms for unwanted sex, for sure. I mean, that's can't. I know her name. I know everything about her. I don't care. I mean, this is what happened. Jimmy did that, and Jimmy's got a T-shirt about that. So Jimmy is an unindicted sex offender, and if he's not, he should sue me because that's suable. If I'm calling him a sex offender, unindicted sex offender, he can sue me for that if it did not happen. Let me be clear. Hello, FBS, that claims that I don't know. Let me be clear. For something like that, if Jimmy Calandra did not lure, I almost said her name, to the hotel room, and that did not happen, he can sue me legally right now. Okay, I want to be clear about that. I've got today. This was my day. I stayed on the phone last night talking to somebody that it was a really good phone call. Somebody that was in my chat. That's when I got off and we talked for a long time. And yeah, I like the guy a lot. I'm not going to say his name in the chat or whatever, but like the guy a lot. Anyway, Chris was saying something. Oh, Jimmy. I blow Jimmy every day, so he's got to be a good guy. I got Jimmy's stuff running down my mouth, so he's got to be a good guy. Jimmy Calandra. God damn, what the fuck does Jimmy got like the radiator hose or something? And you guys are all home. What is the deal? And I'll get you to you, little snake with the little cute helmet. Johnny Mac, you're so cute. You're so cute when you're angry. I just want to go. Really, you're cute, Johnny. You're cute. I want to tickle you for real. I do. I saw you just a little while ago. And you caused me to come on tonight, Johnny. You were just, yeah, calm down. Can you call me a bitch in the live, Johnny? Okay, so anyway, yeah, Chris. So Jimmy, if Jimmy Calandra, Jimmy Calandra, All Calandras sport. Live and Let Live. Is that Jimmy's sister? Tommy Dades. Oh, Tommy Dades likes to fuck criminals' wives and then make them testify against them. Tommy scumbag cop. All of you guys, if Jimmy Calandra, if the hotel room incident didn't happen, you can sue me, Jimmy. And you know what I have? Because people like Chris like doesn't know, like, you know, got $296,000 worth of property. I don't know. I mean, I don't know where that came from. I don't know where that number, but I'm just saying, maybe because I got somebody because I'm getting a mortgage. Yeah. So I don't, Chris. Yeah. And by the way, that doesn't make me a man because I have property that's valued something. People like to say, oh, what do you do, Rob? You just admitted last night. This is Johnny Mac. He admitted last night. He sends his wife to work and he does nothing. And I provide for my family because he gets a fucking check for what having Hep C, for having stage 4 liver disease. Is that why you get a check, Johnny? So you get a junkie check. You get the junkie check, Johnny, the SSI junkie check. Johnny, listen to me, please. Johnny Mac, please hear me. The guy who's so concerned about me. Oh, I'm so concerned about you, Rob. We're friends. Johnny Mac, the only reason you will not get off methadone with stage 4 liver cancer, I mean, stage 4 liver disease. Stage 4, dude. I mean, you know, so what, 5 years or less? The only reason you won't is because you can't, because you stay on methadone for one reason, because if you don't take a dose, you can get high on heroin. That explains your erratic behavior. Let's not talk about my erratic behavior for a minute. Your erratic, and what I'm saying is this. Like, you remember almost crying to me? I'm so sick of this, bro. This mob tube stuff. This is drama. My wife hates it, and my wife hated it too for a minute until she saw this last couple of days. Now she's like, get him. Pinga, pinga. Get pinga, pinga first, because she does not like self-flow. Anyway, so here we go with the fucking blurry thing. You know, how does that happen? Because there we go. I got to get rid of this table too, because it's got like this. By the way, this table is 1933, I think, but it's got like splinters in it. Yeah, Chris, by the way, the value of the antiques that I have in my 3 buildings that are full of, so I've got, just so you know, because Chris said I don't have anything. Well, let's do a video about it, maybe. You don't have 3 full buildings, like warehouses full of property. I can right now build 2.5 houses and have all sinks, all toilets, all refrigerators, stoves, everything in it, right, sitting right out here. Chris, what do you have besides a gabapentin habit? And I now know why you went to Florida. SoFlo's your cocaine connection. Remember when you told me that you got the because everybody's down there was doing cocaine, and then that made you like want to do more? I mean, made you want to like start getting high, and then the whole drinking thing. Yeah, you remember SoFlo's doing coke. You told me. You went down on a coke run. That's what it was. And by the way, I don't think you ever stopped doing cocaine. And whatever. That's just my personal opinion. Johnny Mac, we know, is on methadone, and people for long-term 9 years, Johnny. It's because when they don't take a dose, they can do heroin. Otherwise, they'd be on Suboxone, which has Narcan in it. And if you take the dose properly, like citizens do, not criminals, Johnny. Criminal thinking is what you guys all have. Criminal thinking is what you guys live in. I know you guys want to talk about, she got out of prison. When compassion release got wrong. We'll address that again for the idiots. Johnny Mac does not want to stop doing methadone because methadone, A, will get you high when you trigger doses, and B, you can do heroin when you're on methadone. You just don't take a dose, you can get high. Right, Johnny? Right, Johnny? That would then explain when you cry, like almost in tears to me on the phone about, man, I hate this stuff. I hate this mob tube, Johnny. And by the way, if you hate it, why don't you just stop? Because you're not even in it. You're Johnny Mac, you're the fuck boy of Jimmy's fuck boys. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Look, they hate you. Do you know when you did that live? Remember the night, like you said, hey, bro, I'm going to take off on you tomorrow because I know somebody who knows Tommy Dades. I'm like, dude, smash me, take off on me, whatever. I told you that. Here's what I told you, Johnny. This is what you said. This Mob 2 wars, Tony Soflo versus Robert Rosso. There's no war. You can't compare me to somebody who beats women. Even if I kept point for a white guy that should have never hung out with black guys back in the 90s and got raped and the whole fucking unit was happy, and there's no stats. And by the way, Soflo, my judge, of course he knows. He watches every YouTube channel, and so does probation and law enforcement. And yet you and fucking Nikki Blades, who will not feed his family in Cuba, are such fucking Fidel's finest. Fidel's finest. What do I mean? Fidel's finest. He kicked all the fucking genetic defects out of Cuba. Tried to. Still a bunch, but he tried to. And Soflo, hence Soflo, bragging about fucking doxing me and stealing my social security number while law enforcement's watching. And trying to say that law enforcement should come get me for being high, yet I'm pissing clean every time I go. Weird people. Weird fucking weirdos. And Johnny Mac, you remember when you talked to me? They all hate me, bro. They caught me. Kevin recorded me and they were all listening. So this is little Johnny Mac, right? You got about a 3-week span, Johnny, until they just get rid of you altogether. Okay. 3-week span, because we will never talk again for any reason, even though I want to hug you because you're so fucked up. For real. Yeah. You remember, bro, I'm so worried about you. You told me you're drinking. My fucking drinking. Worry about my fucking eating. My eating. You shouldn't worry about my drink. Worry about my eating, bro. Okay. First of all, I'm so worried about you. I'm so, man, I look at your behavior and what you're doing on this channel. Why are you worried about what I'm doing? My subs are growing substantially all the time, no matter what I do. Yours aren't. None of you guys are. You guys get some. Oh, I want to point one thing out. Hey, Chris, how does it feel that fucking SoFlo has taken away some of your funding? That's great. I know you. You're the guy that will go in a chat, and if people do not donate to you, you fucking leave and you get off early, right? Maybe you don't anymore since I pointed that out. You're just a money whore. I mean, you just won't. I don't give it. What do I got right now? Hold on. Nobody, 158. Nobody sent me any money. By the way, speaking of money, $1,500, 3 days. Yeah, anyway, Grind Jr. Hey, Angela. So if they're not going to send me money, I'm not going to stop talking and being me, Chris. I respect them, even the ones that hate me. Pinga, toxic masculinity. FBS rage quit today. FBS rage quit today. The name Adolf is making a comeback. Just wait and see. Billy the Kid. Adolf. Good name, Adolf. That's his 9 to 5. 35 minutes FBS show lasted before he rage quit due to lack of donation. Oh, he did it today? Oh, I didn't even know. Listen. I haven't watched anybody today. I just seen their thumbnails. But I did for 5 minutes listen to poor little Johnny Mac. I want to give a hug. Little snake with the helmet. Johnny Mac is the most disrespected guy on YouTube. Like, he doesn't even know it. This poor bastard just wants a friend. He wants to fit in. He's got no content. I don't even know why he's around. Just an addict. Just he doesn't know what else to do. Just does his methadone and does his heroin probably every once in a while. And you didn't give your wife methadone, did you, Johnny? I heard you say you've been married 20 years and got a good marriage, and I should not treat my wife like a trophy. Why wouldn't I treat her like a trophy wife? Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I consider her my trophy? Why not? Do you bring your wife little gifts every few days? Do you tell her how special and beautiful she is every 2 days and how hot she fucking is? I don't even know what yours looks like. I do. What do you do? Do you give her thinking of you cards? Do you buy her flowers weekly almost? What do you do, Johnny? You rub her feet at night? What do you do? Do you rub her scalp when she goes to bed? Do you, Johnny? I don't know. Or are you too high on heroin or methadone? What's up? Huh? Think you knew me so well. Yeah, I opened up to you about some things on addiction based and whatever. And what did you say? That Chris was on the phone and I said, I told Chris, Mr. FBS, that he did an addiction show, which now I realize because he was down there with this connection in Florida, Tony Soflo, and they're getting high on coke. And I said, man, you like opened him up. And I'm like, I don't, you were saying that I said I was a scumbag or something. I might have, but I don't know the context. Sure, I'm a scumbag. Yeah, I'm a scumbag because I just ate a box of Fruity Pebbles. Who does that at fucking 10 o'clock at night? What am I drinking? What's the blue juice? Is it booze? Is that a violation of my probation? Should we call my judge? What should we do? Am I smoking crack? Lots of crack today. Am I smoking crack? What am I doing tomorrow? You weird motherfuckers. You guys are the weirdest fuck. Okay, so we have this freak of nature who lies about his whole existence named Jimmy Calandra. By the way, Jimmy Calandra, meltdown, I heard. So now he's channeling his inner Jeffrey Dahmer. He wants to eat people, like eat their face, he said. I'm not sure if he knows. I know a little bit about psychology. There's something about sexual impotence in that and homosexual urges. So Jimmy Calandra now wants to eat people's faces. If you people don't think that I have just fucking slammed Jimmy, like just Mike Tyson him before Mike Tyson was defeated, you're high. You're high. You might be Johnny Mac and Chris, like on gabapentin, won't stop, probably cocaine. He's still sticking up for his gabapentin, I hear. Doesn't realize. Have you ever seen a Lyrica commercial, Chris? Do you ever listen to people talk? Lyrica should not be taken by people with addiction. Blah, 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 blah. Do you know what Lyrica is? It's in the same family as gabapentin, Chris. I can read a bunch of stuff on the internet that'll support your argument to keep being strung out on gabapentin, and I can support my argument, which says no addict should ever be given gabapentin. We can play that all day long. You're on drugs, Chris. I don't care if it's a non-narcotic, right? Is that what baclofin's a non-narcotic, is it not? The muscle relaxation, I think it is. You should get wasted off those in prison. Anyway, Johnny Mac will not stop doing methadone because he likes to get high. Chris is on gabapentin. So, and then they want to like flip it on Robert Rosso, who gets piss tested. And just because you got in her head a little bit, my wife does drug testing. That's what she does at work. She works in HR at a big factory with a lot of people. There's a big turnover rate because of methamphetamine is so rampant in this area. What, 10 people pop dirty a week or whatever at her company. She's just drug testing. So she said something like, Rob, like, because she wouldn't know if I was high. Well, she would know something if I was high. But anyway, Rob, do you mind if I like random test you? She just didn't want to look stupid because of like what people fucking test away, babe. Test away. So I get wife random tested if she ever feels like you guys have gotten on her head. It's okay. Keep doing it. Drug tested by probation. I mean, stop. And let me say something else real quick. Hold on. Let's go back and listen to little cute cuddly Johnny Mac who I want to hug. I want to hug you, Johnny. I do. I just want to tickle you and hug you because you're just so, dude. You think wait, let's look at some of these titles. Convict Inc. Prison Snitches. Look, there's SoFlo. What I want to say something. Hey, SoFlo, listen to me. We all know that you beat the fuck out of women and you brag about it. How the hell can you disrespect your wife every day when you come on by having the intro to your channel with these girls? Are those the same girls you're using to do the COVID money scam? I've read it. I've read it. Make sure you pay it back and it won't be a scam. But if you haven't paid it back, it's a scam. I got your number. I saw it. I know about those type of scams. I can do them too. But I don't choose to have that criminal thinking anymore. Maybe an addict thinking every once in a while. True. Not criminal thinking. Criminal thinking is something like, I don't know, being in denial. Johnny Mac, I'm on methadone for 9 years, but I need it. And if I stopped it, then my liver would be worse. My doctor said so. No, Johnny, your doctor never said so. You can do the Suboxone shot. The Suboxone shot will never allow you to get high. You are afraid of doing the Suboxone shot because you want to have that outlet to get high. Chris, who says he's clean, don't think so. If you're up at 4 a.m. worrying about Cash App that your daughter shut down, you're high on cocaine. That's probably, and then you go to Florida to visit SoFlo, who you said was doing cocaine. And now there's a cocaine thing going on, Chris. Always has been. Jimmy Calandra smoked coke for fucking 2 years in Pittsburgh. Used a woman. There's the common theme of using women here with all you weirdos. Jimmy wants to fucking go in a hotel room and lure a woman. SoFlo loves to beat him. Chris last night was cheering. Yeah, everybody should beat bitches. I mean, I know that's not true, but he was sticking up for SoFlo who beats women. And because he did and used the words, and he was proud to do it, that bitch said he was raped. That's not what you do. That's what criminals do. Criminals would go beat the girl up. Civilians would use the court system. That's what I would do if a woman accused me of rape. Chris, you're not here yet. You're not in my mind. And you guys keep saying, haven't you learned? That's where you spend all your life in prison. I was 27 fucking years old when I went to prison. 27. I have had 3 convictions in my entire life. Ho-Ho has 1 million, but he had good attorneys that got him 1 year each time. SoFlo got 1 fucking year of shooting people and cards. 1 year. Big old rat. That's what you are, SoFlo. I'm saying it right now. I don't even have the proof yet. You cannot have that many convictions for a year if you're not a snitch, which makes me now understand why the fuck you blow Jimmy. Straight up. And I know this is a lot of repetitive. I didn't make my announcement yet either, right? This is the last time I'm talking about these guys till the t-shirts come out, because the t-shirts will come out. And I know, Chris, the t-shirts are never coming out, and anybody can have a t-shirt. Okay, cool. You're not going to be on one either, are you, Chris? You're not going to have your whole real face. You haven't crossed that threshold, have you, Chris? Where I can't get held for slander. Remember what slander is. Did you guys? I tried to help you because that's what I do. I am the bringer of truth. Call me Captain Truth, Doctor of Truth. I try to help you guys constantly. I just want Jimmy to get right within. Jimmy wants to be the good guy that he portrays himself to be. I'm trying to help him be that good guy. He has to admit that he's a piece of shit first, right? Me, okay. Well, no. Let's go. I'll go to me though in a minute. FBS, I don't think he has a. If you guys remember when I said, Chris, the night, man, you got in my head. That show you did was good. I gave you your props for it. We talked 2 times. Don't overextend it. Don't act like it was more. Yeah, and I do talk a lot when I talk to people. So okay, but whatever. You're the guy who's got no moral compass, no loyalty whatsoever. So if you talk to somebody, man, you reach out, man, that was really cool of you. It's big of you to apologize because I said something about your daughter. Never said the story wasn't true. I just didn't like bringing up your daughter. I still don't, even though I found out what's going on with her and on the internet, and that's crazy. But still, I don't want to bring up daughters. Wife's a fair game now, I guess. So we're going to do wives, okay? We'll do that, okay? I'm not going to talk like smut about him, but SoFlo disrespects his wife every day by having little hoochie mamas on the front of his show. How does that make your wife feel, SoFlo? How does maybe I don't know. I mean, she's with somebody that beats a woman and brags, so maybe she feels okay, or maybe you've got her scared too. I don't know. But you got these little girl. You got these girl. You're 58 years old, dude. I get it. I mean, my second wife used to bring them home 4 or 5 at a time. That's not a joke. That's not a joke. Line them up over the couch, all bent over. Bam, 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 bam. For real. I'm not bragging. It was fun. It was cool. We never wanted. I'm 50 fucking 2 years old. Why would a 58-year-old man need to have his intro with a bunch of hoochie mamas on there SoFlo? How disrespectful. Maybe you guys are into that. Maybe she's okay. That's cool. I agree. But it still shows that you don't respect your wife just by doing that. You have her. You're hugging her in your little photo, but then you have these other girls on there. Okay, maybe like I said, maybe you guys are into that. I've been there, done that. I get it. But the couple wives, not this one I respect. And I know Johnny Mac hates that. Oh, you don't respect her because you say Marta is my fucking goddamn right. She's my trophy. Goddamn right. She's also my best friend. She's also my best friend. Yeah. So been married 20-something years. Did you get your wife strung out on methadone? Is that true? And speaking of truth, last night, little Johnny Mac, and oh, when Chris called and said everybody should beat women, I think everybody should beat women, and well, they're bitches, they're bitches. He was like in a rap video or something. And I'm paraphrasing, not joking. He did say that he called women bitches, and the bitch said he raped them. And Chris is in this criminal mind thinking too, because of the gabapentin and the drugs he's on. He thinks it's okay if you beat women who falsely accuse you of rape. That's not okay. You go to the court system. Like Jimmy should go to the court system if he is alleging that I'm lying about him luring, I want to say her name right now, luring her into the hotel room for the purpose of trying to, we're going to catch Tommy. What a little rat bitch if that was true, right? That's your daddy. That's your leader. You're the puppets of that guy. There is nobody who has stabbed somebody in the back more than Jimmy Calandra, and then portrays himself as a good, and you guys believe it. You guys don't believe me when I say that. You have no proof that he smoked crack in Pittsburgh for 14 years. I said it. That's my proof. I said it. That's my proof. My credibility is pretty fucking good. Where's all the people that came out of prison and say this guy's full of shit? Where are they all at? And by the way, SoFlo, Delroy Brown, you wrote a book today saying I was a prison snitch. Why didn't you bring up Matt Hale? Matt Hale also called me a prison snitch. Art Schleister called me a snitch in prison too. I'm helping you. I'm here to help, SoFlo. You, though, you can't be helped. You can't be helped. You can't help. You got some serious women in serious places really fucking upset with you, dude. You'll see. I've got the green light to give the number. You'll see that you are the face of just Jimmy is a big deal, but I'm trying to make you the biggest deal. I want people when they see you to call fucking for help, right? Like you're gonna fucking beat them if they don't call for help, because that's what you're capable of. Based on your prison record where you masturbate in front of women, based on your own words. Chris, look at Chris based on his own words. Look what Chris did to you. Look at what he said. He called the girl that accused you of rape a bitch, and then she just fuck everybody should be a bitch. He went crazy. Exposed. Stop. I gotta drive home a point right now. All of you people who are upset with me for the last 10 days of doing this nonstop, or however many days it's been, who are worried about me. Rob, you're losing it, you're erratic and stuff like that. When I sing and dance and all, I'm just like, I'm going crazy. Are you on drugs? But the PO pisses me, and the PO then says, man, these guys are fucking, oh God, I mean, they're criminal. They're talking about doxing you. What the fuck? And did I read you my conditions of probation? Look at all you guys. Look at who you guys are. I am a man and I am me. I don't bow and kiss out. I don't call people up to decide what I'm going to say as far as YouTube content. Johnny Mac, you won't be in that crowd. They're going to cut you loose soon, dude. You ain't got you don't have the contact to me no more. You don't have it. They're getting ready to ace you, and you know it, Johnny Mac. The little snake with the yellow helmet. They all hate you. They all hate you. Matter of fact, remember when Kevin he had all of them on the phone when you were bitching, you were talking shit about FBS and Chris, everybody, and they were all listening. Pinga, 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 pinga was in the background. They're using you, Johnny. Johnny Mac, you're about to get kicked to the curb, bro. Today I went up to the mountains and shot animals for you. I was going to shoot animals because you need to go back to your animal channel, so you can have the animal channel and collect your Hep C check for having the liver disease, and you won't get off drugs. And I'm not smashing you. I have Hep C too. It was cured. I don't have any liver problems. Actually, my liver's a little fatty right now, probably because of all the booze I drink, right? So and that's a violation of my probation, right? Oh, he's drinking booze, and oh, I'm so worried about him. It's not a violation. I can drink. I can talk to felons. I can sit and smash you guys on YouTube all day. Smash, smash, smash. Got permission. No, I didn't get permission. I can read my terms and conditions. Let me help you guys again. If I'm violating my terms and condition, call the probation. because I know you guys want me in prison so fucking bad, so bad. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Binga, binga. You might go to prison for the scams you're doing on the COVID relief fund, but whatever, that's your business. Or for being an idiot and saying and announcing you're getting my social security number. Real rocket scientist, Fidel did a good job by sending you away. You're one of the fucking Mario Boatlift people, you know, and your whole bad defect, bad genetics. You're bad. It's not your fault. You're part of bad genetics. A lot of Cubans rape. It's part of bad genetics. I'm not saying you raped, but a lot of Cubans are when I was in Arkansas, I don't know one that didn't like rape boys. I don't know. I don't know. I do know one. No, but he didn't rape, but he had sex with boys. Bisexual, you guys are like all over the place. Not all, but most. Nikki Blade hasn't fed his fucking family yet. So he's like he's a genetic fucking piece of shit too. Nikki Blade, I've got floating devices for your family. I'm going to have some money soon. You'll see. I'm not paying attention to what's going on in the chat yet, but I will. And I'm going to talk about the chat. Okay, here's my announcement. I'm going to stop talking, period, about Jimmy's puppets and let them go. John, they're going to get some content out of me for a while, right? I'm helping them. That's what I do. I help people. Johnny was like saying how stupid you look, showing your tits, and man, you look ridiculous. Johnny, have you crossed 1,000 subs yet? Do you know that I got $1,500 in 3 days? Or you guys don't even know that, right? You guys don't want to know that, right? And that's sad in itself. As a matter of fact, somebody sent me money to stop talking about this, but it's okay. You're punching down, Rob. Why are you punching down? Let's go find out. Johnny, have you ever? Let me go. Hold on. Let's help. I still want to hug you and tickle you. I don't know why. You're just that little person. And it's gonna be sad. It's gonna be sad. Even it's like my sister. She's tried to get me busted on probation, and he's failing judge, all this bullshit. Yet I see her and I'm sad because it was still my sister, you know. And by the way, what happened to her happened to you. She got with the evil rich sister that used her. What is Robert doing? He's doing this, he's doing that. Oh, really? Okay. Come on, super sister. You want to come to the party tonight? Come on. And then all of a sudden the other day, when I evicted her, she was trying to stay up at the evil rich sister's house. They came down, knocked on her. You got to get out. You got to get out. But I thought I was your super sister. Now you got to get out. But I thought I told you everything you wanted to hear about Rob, so you can try to not keep him from building apartments in the town, because we don't want black people and poor people in this town. But I thought you wanted me to do that. Nah, you got to get out. We used you already. That's what they're going to do to you, Johnny Mac. That's it. You're done, dude. I mean, you can rant. I know you said you found a way to provide for your family. That's a welfare check. Stop taking money from the government, you scumbag. So Johnny Mac's taking money from the government because he shot dope. Now he wants to get paid for it. Scumbag. What a terrible person. And while you're thinking about my financial situations, all of you know how many lots my family gave me? I didn't earn it. I was in federal prison. I earned it by not snitching, by not being a Jimmy. They were all proud of me for that, by the way. I mean, it does. I mean, it takes a man. It does take a man. It takes somebody that has a solid constitution and says, okay, what's right or what's wrong. In my situation, I judged all the kids that would be affected by if I snitched on the families, and the fact that I knew most of them when I grew up. It wasn't about me being a street guy and stop snitching and all that. In a different situation, I might have. But in that situation, I like thought of their families, the kids, and whatever. And it all worked out like it was supposed to. The people that did that were like slimy, and the snitches that went against me that did stuff bad, they like lost like some of their kids passed away, and like the bad karma got in the way of their lives because of false testimony against me, or well, they embellished a lot of them. That's what happened. But I was the right guy. I was the right guy. But it's weird to me that people that all have been in the criminal lifestyle. Chris did this. He was on Rikers. His grandpa once waved to a mob man. Johnny Mac, we don't know what you did besides methadone. And you have a wife for 20 years. You might have got on methadone. And then you got Pinga Pinga, who beats women. And so you guys are all, and then Nikki Blade, who won't feed his family for nothing in Cuba because he hates them or hates women. They're all women. He hates them or something like that. I got stuck. Just think about this cast of characters and how fucking weird they are. And then you have Pole Smoker. Pole Smoker, aka, has a show called Gunsmoke. I guess that's like he shoots people when the gun smokes. Is that what he's trying to say? He's tough guy. 38-year-old Dominican. Pinga Pinga. Do you say Pinga Pinga too? I don't think Dominicans do. This is this fucking grandmother. I hope. I got like a weird, creepy feeling when I said, like, you're, oof, I don't even want to think about that. Because you guys all got women issues. Please leave grandma alone. Pole Smoker, 38 years old. How does that feel? You guys want to talk about me? This is your buddy. 38-year-old Pole Smoker lives with his grandmother. You guys want to talk about me? And Johnny Mac. You remember me telling you I turned down $37,500 because I didn't want to do legal briefs? Oh, some of that money was sent to me. I sent it back. You don't know about some of the prison consulting that I do sometimes? Did I not tell you? Do you think I told you everything? Like I had to tell Johnny Mac everything about my life? Stupid people. You're stupid fucking idiots. And then Pinga Pinga comes on today. Robert Rosso's a snitch. Look, I'm going to read the book. I read it. I already did that. I did that video. And I have. Well, let's read Delroy Brown's comments to me while we're at it. So, Flo, you're going to call him on. You're going to have him on. I told Cadillac. Let me tell. I told Cadillac what I told FBS and Johnny Mac. Take off on me. You got a freebie, bro. I told them that. When I apologized to FBS because I brought his daughter's name up, not because the story was bad. He's a deadbeat dad. Oh, by the way, Pole Smoker's a deadbeat dad too. But I said, bro, I won't even respond if you want to go ahead and take off on me. I said that to him. Johnny Mac called me after I did the story about Tommy Dade. Hey, I know somebody knows Tommy Dade, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to read the whole message, but I'm going to make a point. Damn, Angel's on right now. I didn't know that. Since I'm so embedded on Angel's side, I would have never came on if I knew what Angel was on. Not, but I like Angel a lot. I do. I like her. Not her video, not her side. As a person, I have talks with her. I like her. Yeah. Oh, I'm on Angel's side. Did you hear Rosso? He said he liked Angel. Johnny Mac, I heard you say, we tried so hard and we cared about your, whatever you said, like your side. Really? You cared about me? Johnny Mac. Really? And we'll address the drug issue. The guys with all the drugs in my house in a minute. You fucking moron. Poor little fuck boy, Johnny Mac. And yeah, I said fuck boy because what's your whole show about? In your title, you call me a bitch. Does that make you feel like a man? You know what real men do, Johnny Mac? They don't stay on methadone for 9 years with stage 4 liver cancer. I mean, liver problems. That's what real men do, right? That's what real men do. They don't stay on methadone. They do Suboxone. I understand about addiction. Trust me, I understand. But you don't stay on methadone. Methadone allows you to get high. Johnny, admit, I'm here to help. Admit it. And God, please tell me you didn't get your wife on methadone like I've been told. I've been told that you got her strung out on methadone, the one you cared about for 20 years. Marta never done drugs. I would never do that to Marta, my trophy wife, who I adore. And I would never put girl videos up shaking their asses and show flow. If I love my wife, I mean, maybe the wife's into that. I don't know. Whatever. So let's find something. Let's Johnny. Where are you, Johnny? Where is John? And Jeff Nadeau. Jeff Nadeau. I want to talk about you, Jeff Nadeau. Did you go on Pole Smoker's show last night? Jeff Nadeau. I could have been, I don't know. I was smoking gram hits of crack when I was on the show. I kept ducking down. You see me? I was smoking hits. So maybe I saw Jeff Nadeau's name. I want to say Jeff Nadeau. If I was right and I saw your name on Pole Smoker, aka Gunsmoke, because he shoots guns, but he lives with his grandma and hasn't paid fucking child support. When's the last time you got laid? Oh, speaking of got laid, there was somebody, I was told, that was on saying that Robert Rosso can't get laid. For real? For real? I can't. Dude, I'm exhausted. Let's be clear. Let's be clear about something. Yeah, I can't get laid. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Come back. Oh, this was last night. Oh, I forgot. Come back on. This is Johnny Mac. This is the little snake with the helmet. Wow, Calandra was like the fuckboy, the Bath Avenue creep, and Johnny Mac is like the bottom feeder. No, he's not the bottom feeder. Pole Smoker's the bottom feeder. He lives with his grandma. Come back on so we can spank that ass. Look at the violence. He wants to spank me. Why automatically think of a violent act? So we can out debate you. That's criminal thinking, Johnny. That's that methadone. He want to spank me. That's kind of also pedophile-ish. I don't know. It's weird. Spank you? You want to spank? Did you spank your kids? You still spank your kids? I don't know. I don't know who your kids are. Okay. Hey Rob, just want to say sorry again. You've been very understanding towards me. I appreciate that. This is old Johnny. This is Johnny before he needed to make some content and get right with his people. I'm going hard. I'm not going hard. I consider you a friend. Okay, well, okay. Not going to read all of them. That's not my intent. Just letting you know I'm chirping back a little bit on the Tommy Dade video because a friend of mine is friends with Tommy and he likes Tommy. I kind of like Tommy too, but I'm just letting you know in advance. I'm just going to talk about his career. I'm not slandering you in any way, shape, or form. Okay, Johnny, you're not going to slander me. Remember, this is what I wrote. Johnny, it's cool. Thanks for letting me know. And it's cool if you go a little hard. Handle your business, bro. You can slam me and be respectful. That's what I said to Johnny. So he's telling me, and he's going to the next day's his content that he's not a content creator. He sits in the cut and just waits to do something because he's poor little Johnny needs to be tickled. Content creator, so he's letting me know. Then he talks stuff about some other people that I know. I'm not going to do all that to you, Johnny. I'm not. It kind of hit me hard a little. So when you said you were not behaving like you should, drinking. Be careful, bro. It's not worth it. You have a lot going for you. I surely don't want to hear about relapse. Seriously, have a blessed day and stay up. Yeah, Johnny, when you said so drinking, yeah. So again, my issue with drink, I can drink under my terms and conditions, bro, no problem. The issue is it's like putting a band-aid on things. So, but the bigger, why didn't you say, bro, I see your face blowing up on these channels. And you told me last night you ate a bag of fucking Doritos and then chased it down with the gallon of ice cream. Why weren't you concerned about that, Johnny? The drinking, the 2 tall cans of wine coolers at 5%, 3.5% actually. No, 5% alcohol. That night, stop. This is when you started setting it all up, right? This is after they heard you on the phone and Kevin said they all set you up and you talk shit about them and you needed to do something. I got to get in good with my guys. Matter of fact, you remember after you did this video? Wait, hold on. Let me see. Hold on, Johnny. Stop. You have a lot going for you. Yeah, I do. I still do. And now even more since I've been smashing you guys. I exposed Robert Rosso exposed FBS last night for just sticking up and violently talking bad about women. How his true self came out last night. And I've just been hitting him on the rod and he just doesn't want to let go of the drugs. Johnny, I want you to let go of the methadone. Get that Suboxone shot that I told you about, Johnny. The one that you said the doctor said, no, Johnny, stop lying to yourself. And don't give your wife methadone if that's what I'm hearing is true. I heard that. I don't know if that's true. That's fucked up. I don't like people who slander people. But if it's true, please get her off methadone. You're gonna have her. It's bad. I caught a little bit of your live. It kind of hit me hard a little when you said you weren't behaving like you should. You know what? And I'm going to tell you something. Johnny. I believe that might have, like when I told you, like I drank or whatever. I forgot what night or what that was about. I think it might have hit you hard, but you'll do anything to have a side or a bunch of friends. You can't be a man and be yourself like me, who was in the mountains by myself. I wasn't on the rat phone trying to conspire. Is it so obvious to everybody that watches this, what you've done, you guys do? You guys all come up with the theme since day one, since I did the first Jimmy story. All of Jimmy's puppets, he's the puppet master. I don't know why he's like a dumb motherfucker for real, but he's the puppet master. And the puppet master spits out, the narrative comes out. Okay, we're going to call him a cholo today. Okay, we're going to say you're it. Okay, Johnny, man, I'm going to call him a bitch today because I'm just so mad. And you guys all say the same stuff. Do you think this coordinated attack with all 5 of you, 6, whatever, 100 of you couldn't touch me? Convict Inc.'s downfall, I think Chris said. Convict Inc.'s downfall. My downfall is getting $1,500, Chris. That was my downfall. We need to have a serious talk, bro. I'm worried about you. You got to stop drinking and do it about face. Fuck all the YouTube nonsense. Can you imagine this fucking scumbag? He's already given them information about me that he thinks is gonna hurt me. From one straight shooter to another, bro, you're playing with fire. One straight shooter. biggest scumbag on the face of this planet. You are Johnny fucking Mac, snake with the fucking helmet, but I still want to tickle you and hug you. Hey, Rob, I just wanted to say I'm sorry again. You have my word I'll never say anything about you negatively again. He apologized because he said something about my wife. What happened to your word, Johnny? You said you'd never say anything negative about me again. What happened, Johnny? You can't get, dude, all the night. How many times you've told me they're mad at me? I can't stand this negativity. I can't stand this drama. And I'm like thinking to myself for real, like, who are you? Why are you in this negativity and drama? You're nobody in the realm of YouTube or MobTube. You're not part of a mafia. You didn't know any mafia. Chris's grandfather at least waved and got extorted by the mafia. Soflo doesn't know no mafia. He just knows how to beat women. Nikki Blades just doesn't know how to feed his family. Pole Smoke just lives with his grandma, doesn't pay fucking child support. Maybe hasn't been late or does something weird. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing to grandma. I don't know about that. Who else? What I'm missing? Am I missing somebody? There's the guy that said I don't get laid. I mean, he's probably that's an envious guy. He's jerking off to he's just taking my thumbnail with me and my wife, and he's just getting bit. He's weird. That's weird. He doesn't. I know he doesn't treat you like I would. Fucking weird fucks. This is Johnny after he did the video about me. By the way, people on your side, 3 people on your side. So who are the 3 people that called me, Johnny, when you were doing the video about me that day? And I told 2 of them, I know he's doing a negative video about me. I told him to go ahead and take off on me, but don't hit below the belt is what I actually said. You put below the belt. I was kind of like, oh man. And I knew you were, if you pick up a snake and the snake bites you, you never should get mad at the snake. And I'm still not mad at you. I want to tickle you. I just want to expose you for being the scumbag that you are. You've got maybe 3 months left before they all ditch you, before all that side. And then hey, Rob, I just want to say I'm sorry. You've been very understanding towards me. I appreciate it. Yeah. And then you rat on Kevin. Kevin told me the drug stuff. So here's the drug stuff. And Johnny brought this up today. When I was caught on a hot mic on that live, which has already been sent up and everybody's listened to, but you guys, and I wanted to actually not hurt your feelings, Johnny, because of what your friends were saying about you. But I'm going to play that tape, by the way. Maybe if I can find it, I'll do it now of what they said about you. So I said that a guy on the phone who called me, 2 guys called me, said that they thought they heard me talking to somebody and saying, bro, don't put the dope on the table. There's baking soda. I'm like, what? Who the fuck are you talking about? What? I'm like, no, dude. Then I said that like to Kevin, like the dude said, did you hear something like that? Is that what you guys like? Kevin's like, bro, you shouldn't hang around people like that. I'm like, I got a friend. I get it, but wow. Like, anyway, whatever. But at the same time, I will say this. So I like Kev. I do. But every time I talk to somebody, I do throw a little Rob dust in there to set them up just in case. I do. Like my nephew, I did that too. Broke my heart when it came back. There's only a certain, like when you do something and say something to somebody, especially if you're saying something with the intent to see if they say something back, you only say like one certain thing to a person. So your allegation is that Kevin told you that I have friends that come and snort dope in my house with baking soda or whatever the deal is, right? Baking soda. So you don't do meth with baking soda, by the way. I don't know. I mean, did you know that, Johnny? I think you do. But I just want to tell you that because I'm such a meth head and we're all meth heads down here, 250 pound meth heads. That's what we are. With the big tits. Remember the tits you said, bro, I can't believe you're showing your tits. Look at you. Blah, blah, blah. No, I'm proving a point. This is a real man, comfortable in my own skin. Flawed though I am, truthful is rehabilitative. You got to be truthful with yourself, Johnny Mac. Chris Soflo's, I mean, he's just a genetic defect. Nikki Blade won't feed his family. And this weirdo pole smoker is living with his grandma. Let's hope grandma's all right. Is grandma on the internet? Or, I mean, is there anything weird going on? Pole smoker, a guy that calls himself Gunsmoke. You ever shot a gun, Gunsmoke? Who are you? I don't know. You made, oh, you're the guy who made the Tommy Karate and Jimmy, Daddy Jimmy went to visit Tommy Karate. You're the guy who makes the thumbnails, right? That's what I heard. Sitting in grandma's house, naked, with grandma running around, you lusting on. I mean, what's going on? Because all your crew is a sexual deviance. Chris just said he beat women, beat him. Johnny Mac. I don't know about Johnny Mac. He's just his woman. It's not his wife. It's the methadone. That's all. Anybody that's been on methadone for 9 years is not fucking clean, Johnny. Sorry to break the news to you. Newsflash. Hold on. Johnny, I don't know if you know this, right? Breaking news. If you've been on methadone for 9 years and you've got stage 4 liver problems, you're not sober, dude. Let's just assume, let's play and say you're not getting high at all. You're doing methadone. Do Suboxone. Take the shot. You ain't got to go to the clinic. When you go to the clinic and pick up all those junkies down there, they don't tempt you. Or, no, I don't want to keep doing that to her. So, also, I haven't been in this chat room yet. I don't know what's going on. Let me go back. Let's go way back. Okay, so Angel Scarecrow, stay loyal. It's true care. Okay. Put 2 and 2 together. Convict felon and caught with guns, ammunition, drugs, etc. Convicted felon got caught with Tupac Walls. I don't know. So this is what Mafia's dead. There's my guy. Street gangs in this April day off here. Spoke to FBS Mob TV. Can't put a crown on clown. Claiming a king. I'm going to start. So this is what I want to announce. This is my second announcement. The next time I go live, it will only be members. Like I said before, I don't care if people get mad. I don't care. I don't care if I lose subs. I wanted the whole free speech thing, and I don't know if this is happening tonight. I don't know what's going on, but there's too many people coming and just beating each other up and talking the same thing over and over again. Like I could look at the same chats, and like 2 months ago, the same stuff's being said about different people, and it's not one person or the other. It's just stupid. It's stupid. I understand that people are invested in me and come and watch me, and I appreciate that, right? But then people just, it's like, for instance, you guys, I was going to say don't take it too seriously, but then again, I do take it kind of serious. So I put myself so far out there, and I have no regrets. All you people that have called me and talked to me in the last 2 weeks said, bro, you talk too much. My wife who says that. You say too much. My PO says that. You say too much about yourself. I swear to God, I got no regrets. I don't have any regrets. This is what the truth, unfiltered truth looks like. Robert Rosso. Flaws, not flaws. You little snaky bastards, like you get a little special place in your heart for snaky bastards like Johnny Mac. You see a video that somebody that you've been beefing with named FBS. And then you're like, oh, okay, this guy's not somebody talked about addiction. Something's part. And then he turns around and you see his true character. You can't deal with people who, look, what is insanity? Repeating the same thing over and over again, right? Okay, I'll read it. I'll see what you have to say. Let's see what you have to say. I know what you're doing. No, I'm not going to read that. I'm not. So, yeah, that's really not my intent for real. Who just wrote me that? Like my intent is not you. So maybe I did that wrong, but whatever. Yeah, that's okay. That's really not my intent. It was more but look, and you did. I believe you're sincere in trying to broker a peace deal between me and SoFlo. I believe that was sincere, by the way. And you like try to like say, listen, blah blah, and SoFlo, like I think agreed to. I don't know. I'm not going to put those words in your mouth. No, I appreciate it. No, especially after today. You will not hear me talking about these guys until these t-shirts come out. There will be a video with Nikki Blade. I'm going to get people. I'm getting the homeless community to get money for Nikki Blade's family, and I am going to go. There's going to be that. He stepped into that. He wanted to jump in and say something about my wife. Fuck you, Nikki Blade. Eat the shit. Do whatever you want. I don't care if you're a hacker, jacker, whacker. That's what you probably are. Peeper. Did you peep in windows before SoFlo goes in and rapes them and then beats them? And Johnny Mac, and then Chris cheers him on. Yeah, beat that hoe. Because he's listening to rap music, because he thinks he's a rapper, as he thinks he's a gangster, as he thinks he's involved in the mob. And by the way, all of you, what relations to the mafia do you have? SoFlo, what relations to the mafia do you have? Why are you in the mob genre, by the way? MobTube. Chris, your grandpa got extorted and he waved it once to him. What do you have? Johnny Mac, what the fuck? You're just on methadone. Dominican pole smoker. What, besides living off your grandmother and hopefully not doing weird shit to her, what do you have? What's your connection to the mafia? Do you just that you're Jimmy's fanboy? FBS. Like all you guys, there is a common theme here. You guys have no connection to the mafia, and yet you're in the mob genre. We're talking about the mob. You don't talk about the mob. You talk about people who talk about the mob and then create this little drama shit. Then you blame it on others. Oh my God, look at, what did Johnny Mac say about me? I did hear 5 minutes. Johnny Mac, oh, look at, you're just creating chaos. No, Johnny, your whole content is based on that. You've got no content. And I got to read something else. This was funny. This is Chris tonight, by the way. This is Chris. I hear you, bro. Okay. I hear you. Okay. Yeah. And listen, so I just want to say again to the person who wrote this. So when I was saying that, like I wasn't even thinking about your side. I hear you. And I agree. Okay. Yeah. So the word apology is too strong. That's not what I'm trying to say, but I hear you. But this is I just want you to know. So it's Jimmy Calandra. And by the way, you hate Jimmy, didn't know. Jimmy's a scumbag. Jimmy needs to be exposed, and it is. And I made him a business model, and you'll see, or not, because I can't get nothing done, right, Chris? T-shirts never come out. Any kid can get 100,000 T-shirts done. Blah blah blah. Who's gonna know who Jimmy is? Not the TikTokers who I've contacted that have more than 3 million subs together. They don't know Jimmy, right? They don't know, right, Chris? You jerk off. And you exposed yourself last night for who you are. The gabapentins are keeping you strung out. I know you don't want to believe that. I've got people that have pushed back on it, and I've got people that say, you're fucking right, Rob. If you were an alcoholic only, it might have helped. No, you're a crackhead. It really, the people that have the most prone for addiction for gabapentin are opiate addicts, right? I'm not an opiate addict. I'm an addict. Again, can't tell you. Just smashed a box of Fruity Pebbles before it came on. I mean, it's just, I mean, why aren't you guys concerned about me, my feeding habit? How come? Johnny, please write me and say, bro, I'm just so concerned about your feeding habit. Stop killing yourself via food. Fucking booze ain't shit. And all these imaginary drugs that you guys want to, really? Tell my PO. Call him, tell him, Robert's on drugs. Let him run him down. Let's run him down there. Let's do hair follicle testing for the PO. I tried. Sweat patch is coming. I want that. So I can, every time you dumbasses say something, I can just go, whoosh. One of the problems though is I am here. Last night when you guys saw my tits, when I showed you, did you see it? You guys should see the hair on my back. I've got hair like this long on my back, right? Fat, bald, and hairy, and cuddly. Yeah. You guys are morons. You guys are all dumbasses. Anyway, convict, isolated convict. See Tupac. I stand by you. How about I vouch for you, Roberto Octavio? Okay, I just did. Can I agree? Never heard you say the word, but it's speculation and counter speculation, which no one could. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Rhode Island also has ass backwards towards her. The FA doesn't sit, so flop around with sleep for a few weeks, and it's over. Mana. It's the round face. You think it's straight out of the West. I don't even know what the fuck you guys are saying for real. That came to me once. FBS, it's a Cosa Nostra through, which is what happens to me. Googling or listening, I have a connection to. Not proud. Scott Bell, what's up, bro? I'm sorry. There's people that are members, and I'm not saying Scott Bell. Rob, finally someone with the platform saying what the fuck we all been saying. Thank you, bro. Mob Rat, fanboys. Okay, thank you. Pole Smoke is Korean right now. Is Korean right? Oh, Korean like crying right now. Dominican, Pilato. Oh, by the way, so wrench guy, Mob Rats, feed the family, right? So you guys, you wrenches, if Scott Bell, what's up, bro? I'm sorry. Pilato, we need neutral wrenches or one side gets blocked. Carol, April, Carol, April Edwin is good. He was in the chat. Listen, guys. Oh, Angel Gotti, yes, April. Okay. I haven't even looked at you guys. Listen, don't be upset if one day you guys come on and there's like I have no wrenches, all right? It's nothing personal against anybody. That's not it. This is just me pondering out loud. My videos and lives are usually a stream of consciousness. I'm just talking, smashing, destroying, like I'm destroying Jimmy. But the more serious one really is self-love. I mean, no, that's not necessary. So I'm going to make him famous. I really believe Jimmy is already famous. So many people have been hating Jimmy for so long. They're just like, thank you for coming out. As a matter of fact, of the $1,500 I got in 3 days, some of them said that $1,500. Chris, have you gotten $1,500 in 3 days for talking shit about me? Have you got that for Calandra? $1,500. Have you got that on Cash App? Did your Cash App? Is it blocked still? I don't know. Is it Johnny Mac? Have you ever got $1,500 in your life? I'm not talking about your check for your FC. And yes. Oh, actually, technically, they just did blood work on me again, and they don't even consider me having Hep C. I forgot. I told you about that too. I'm saying that I still do, but on record, they're saying it's non-detectable. Not my enzymes, the Hep C period, which is like remarkable. And I think for sure, I do. But yeah, Johnny. So I mean, if you stop doing methadone, maybe you too can be like that and get treatment. But you won't stop methadone. Get a Summation shot. Let me help you. Am I wrong? Are you mad? What are you going to say tomorrow? They got tits. You look disgusting. I look stupid for doing something, right? You look stupid for being on this. Stick with the animals. Why are you here? Who the fuck have you ever known in the mafia? What the fuck? And even Jeff Nadeau kind of. Jeff's got a good show. He's got a professional show. He's a professional kind of guy. No connection to the mafia. So there's this common theme. There's a common theme of nobody knows anything about the mafia, but just talk shit about everybody on that side. I'm putting me in the side right now, right? And you all got women issues that I know of. Johnny, I can't say I know you have women. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Chris does. After last night, dude, you fucking were so exposed. And you like went and told people like you always say that you smashed me, debated me. How come you didn't debate me one-on-one when I tried to get on your show? Why do you guys all need fuckboys? Why do you guys all need partnerships to come after me? Why do you need to conspire? Why can't you be men? You know who I needed today? I needed the mountain. I got a video where I talk about that. This is what flying solo looks like. This is what being a man looks like. I'm out here in nature by myself, just me and the animals. And I'm tiptoeing through the tulips, playing with plants, and just being free with God. And people get mad at me when I say with God. I'm talking about the universe. Free with God. Thank you, Judge, and thank you, probation. Oh, by the way, probation doesn't have a shackle on me. I want to make that clear. I have terms and conditions of probation. If I violate those terms and conditions that I read you guys, there's a problem. Otherwise, I'm not bound by them. I'm not shackled by them. You guys are shackled and bound by one another. If you disrespect or if you go against Jimmy Calandra or you go against the narrative, you're going to not have friends. FBS and SoFlo don't realize that they're on it. There will be parting soon, except for the fact that I do believe SoFlo's FBS's co-connection. That's why he went to Florida. That's why he said he stayed at a expensive hotel. He's this obsession with money with these weirdos too. Fucking obsessed with money. SoFlo, you've got a Corvette. I've got a fucking side-by-side. I can go up and run up Mountain Creek. You live by neighbors and have to smell your neighbor's farts, and you don't own your house, SoFlo. I know that. I know that. You don't own a house. Chris, you don't own a house. Johnny Mac, do you own anything except fucking a methadone card to get methadone? Do you guys own anything? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. Chris doesn't. I mean, SoFlo doesn't. His shit's all over the internet. I mean, he's wide open. Nikki Blade, Raul, Pipa. I don't know. I haven't looked about you. The only thing I know about you is you won't feed your fucking family, and you're a scumbag. Why don't you feed your family? How come you would say that to me? How come you would address me like that? You brought my wife into it, and then you said I don't know nothing about Cuban history. I do know a lot about Cuban history. I do. I know about the genetics too. Do you know what were the indigenous people of Cuba? What is your background? Who were they before the Spaniards came and made the whole continent speak Spanish, and you guys all still speak Spanish? What were they? What were the indigenous people that the Spaniards conquered and your blood's mixed with? Who were they? Do you know? I know. Do you know? I know who they are in every what we call a country. The Incas, the Mayas, I know. I can go all the way down. Can you, Nikki Blade, without researching the internet? Do you know who your own people were that the Spaniards conquered and made them speak Spanish, which you still speak, right? Who were they? I know. And why don't you feed your fucking family? Are they all female? Do you hate females like SoFlo? You guys have some kind of weird thing with females. Women should be worshipped. They should be treated like goddesses. And if you have a trophy wife, say you got a trophy wife and be proud of it. Say it. That shows them respect. Johnny Mac, by the way. Do you not have a trophy wife? I don't know what your wife looks like. But if you're not bragging about her, saying how hot she is or not, then you probably don't. None of you do, as far as I can see, but I don't know. I do. You guys, oh, this poor girl, you're saying that because she's so fucking hot and you hate that she's with me. Oh, this poor girl, she doesn't know. Look, he's all fucked up out of his mind. And then you guys attack my freedom. He should be in jail. You've been in prison all your life. You don't know. I was offered 2 years, fuck boys. 2 years. I stood up like a man. I don't regret it. I hate that I do not. I'm open. Here we go. This is where people get mad. I hate that I don't have relationships with my daughters because of the path I chose. I hate that. One of them I never will. 2 of them I'm hoping I can get back on track with. Straight up. That's not on them. It's on me. I did it. I distanced myself till I got right within. Johnny Mac thinks that means drinking. It's all of it. Right within means not fucking with idiots like you, Johnny Mac. Not letting idiots like you in. Look what you did. You little fuck boy. I still want to hug and tickle you. It's like my sister. I saw her tonight. The rich, evil sister. When she got evicted from my house, she got a place, and all she needed was a couple days to stay at my mom's because my mom won't come home because she doesn't want to be here no more. Sad, but she doesn't want any part of this no more. She wants to stay in California. And the evil rich sister came down, knocked out. You got to get out now. Wow. What do you mean? But after I did everything you asked me to do with Robert, we filed the reports, we did everything. We tried to get him locked up, everything you wanted. So we couldn't have blacks and poor people in this town. Everything. No, get out. She was used. And today I saw her and she was driving, she was crying. She had tears. It was sad. But fuck that. I'm not going back. That's insanity to me to go back and talk to her. Never again. Johnny Mac, never again. Eat your little shit. I might send you an animal video because you're going to need to do something besides collect a check for your Hep C for shooting dope. Get on Suboxone, bro. Take a Suboxone shot. Stop doing methadone. Stop getting high on methadone, or stop getting on methadone so you can get high on heroin. You're going to die because your whole fucking county where you live has too much fentanyl. Don't do street drugs. Get on a Suboxone shot. Stop making up excuses and saying that your doctor said your liver's going to go bad if you get off. That's not true. You're saying that if you get off methadone, that the doctor said that your liver's going to get worse. That's not true. That's absolutely. If that doctor said that, fire him. Get a new one. If you can. I mean, maybe your Medicaid only allows you to get one. Get a new one. Get a new one. I can send you some money out of the $1,500 I got for talking shit about you guys for 3 days if you want me to. That's just from Cash App. from just 1,500 for real. Oh, I'm not winning, right? Pinga pinga, I'm not winning. Dude, I'm crushing you bitches. Yeah, that's right. This is how it is. This is what being an independent man looks like. I am more free on federal probation than you guys are in your own mind and your own self. Jimmy Calandra owns you. He made your channels. Chris doesn't. He had pictures of John Gotti up. This is how fucked up on drugs he is. And Gabapentin. This is what I'm saying about Gabapentin, Chris. You had pictures of John Gotti while you were criticizing him, talking shit about his daughter. For months, I kept saying, Chris, you're an idiot. Take it down. And you finally listened to me. You finally got it right. Man, you guys are fucking weird creeps. And yeah, I am punching lower. And Jeff Nadeau, you were on Pole Smoker Show. If you were, what the fuck were you doing there? You smashed Chris. When you told me the first day, remember when I did the story about Jimmy Calandra? You came out, stay away. And the worst one is this piece of shit, FBS. You talked so bad about, now you're friends with them. You talk shit about Lee Colt. Then I see you on TV with them. I don't get all that. This is weird. I don't have a side. I can talk to Angel. I can talk to Johnny Mac. I don't give a fuck if my subs or people in the chat, how can you talk to Johnny? You know how much shit I got for saying I talked to you, Johnny Mac? You know how much shit I got? I was a man. I didn't give a fuck. I don't have a side. I don't have somebody to answer to. Who did the woman beater say that I was gonna like kiss Angel's ass because of a movie deal? Fuck a movie deal. Fuck a movie deal. Come on, man. I'm a man. I live in a free country. I live in a free state. I can go out there and burn whatever I want right now. The EPA would shit if they came down here. No rules, no regulations, no zoning, no nothing. Freedom, true freedom. Awesome. It's awesome. You guys don't know what that's like. You smell your neighbor's farts. You live in the city. Criticize me for living in the country. Criticize me, threaten my probation, threaten to send me back to prison. They run stories. You guys have ran stories saying, compassionate release gone bad. Think about what you said, Chris. So you're saying that a drug dealer that was offered 2 years to snitch, but was a man, not a Jimmy, deserves to still be in prison because I'm criticizing you. Let's say I was shooting heroin on my neck on this channel. Would I deserve to be in prison? Really? That's what you think? Think about what you're saying. You're an addict too. So you're saying that because you don't like my point of view, that the judge made a mistake? What a fucking piece of shit you are. Not only for saying that, but for sticking up for somebody who beat the fuck out of a woman who claimed that she raped her. And you know what? This is just me thinking out loud. She probably didn't show up to testify against him because he was threatening to beat her. All indications are that SoFlo raped the hell out of that girl. All indications. That's the indication. Sue me. Sue me. I know you're not going to be able to when I got your fucking face on a t-shirt with the national hotline on it that's been agreed upon. You can't. I've been doing my homework. I've been talking. I even paid attorney today. Yeah, SoFlo, fuck you for beating women and bragging about it. And Chris, FBS, fuck you in the neck for sticking up for that scumbag and for Jimmy Calandra, who did lure a girl named Beep into a hotel room for unwanted sex. What just moral degenerates you fuckers are. And you want to take after somebody who can stand on their own 2 feet, who doesn't need to cow to anybody or listen to anybody? You think I don't? You think I listen to people? Why don't you ask Jeff Nadeau if I listen to people? Ask anybody in your realm, Johnny Mac. Ask anybody if I take their advice and listen to them. You're going to destroy yourself. Oh my God, Rob, you're going to destroy. Look at you. You're out of control. Yet my subs grow. Yet I get more money for fucking doing this dumb shit than I do for doing real shit. That's true. I did this. Well, it used to be, even though I would get more money off videos for just doing prison stuff, unless the last few days, though, $1,500 fucking dollars for sticking up for myself from you fucking twerps. Peckernats. You're peckernats. All of you. Seriously. That's coming from my heart. You're like real peckernaps. And you guys can say whatever you want. Your little thumbnails. Oh, I got to say this too. Well, let's see it. This is what I wanted to say. This is what, look at FBS. Look at this bitch here. Yes, bitch. Watch. Look at this. I just saw this thumbnail tonight. Where is he? Where is he? FBS. Future FBS rumors. Okay, so somebody, a message to FBS. Convict Inc. prison snitch exposed. This is the guy who beats women. He's going to expose me for a story that I told about myself. He was too dumb because he probably didn't have Nikki Blades, who won't feed his family in Cuba, on today. I don't know if Nikki Blades, did you go on and help him? He's funny, but he's got no brains. He doesn't do his research. He could have used hat. Okay, so he's saying, convict, I'm a snitch in prison. I have said that Delroy Brown accused me of being a snitch. Matt Hales accused me of being a snitch. That I have said that in prison terms, as a white rep for M Block, I snitched. What does that mean? Hey, Johnny Mac can't live with FBS because FBS is going to beat Johnny Mac up. I've done that. That's snitching in prison. Okay, that's snitching. So I know it doesn't sound like big to people that are civilians, but in prison code, that's snitching. You're not supposed to tell the staff anything. As a white rep, in order to get cell moves and get things done, the staff are like, okay, I need to know why I want to move these people because I'm not moving people today. Listen, you got to make this move. I need to know why. No, I'm not going to tell you. Listen, I need to know why. Fuck it. They're going to fight if you don't. I've done that. Snitch. I'm a prison snitch. I don't give a fuck. Fuck prison. Fuck criminal thinking. I'm a civilian. Fuck all you lames. And I'm still standing on Convict Inc. I'm still going to smash you dudes. And when I leave you tomorrow, what are you going to do? You have 3 days worth of material about me, and I'm going to come back with your t-shirts. All of you. Little Snake, all of you. Chris, you got a t-shirt, your face. And you're going to do cartoons about you too. You'll be hanging on Jimmy's balls and all kinds of, you'll be doing all kinds of stuff. Got the little rat crew and the rat phones. I'm going to, all of that. You guys are all that. Make t-shirts about me. You'll get some. Chris, you said, who's going to ever, nobody's going to know a fucking Jimmy. Dude, the world's going to know a Jimmy. 3 countries right now know what don't be a Jimmy means. I had people that I know here went to Texas 2 weeks ago. They were down in a fucking town in Texas, and somebody said, man, don't be a Jimmy. You think I'm lying. I'm lying, right? Because I can't prove it. I can't prove it on paper. I can't prove it. Watch. See if I don't have, I'm not going to say kids, youngsters on TikTok with lots of followers who are going to promote that shit. Watch. You'll be there. You'll be part of it, Chris. You'll be a part of it. And so flows proceeds legally. You'll see them. They're going to go to a good cause. And I'm serious. I want him Weinstein. He is a Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein did what's called the casting couch. Was it the cast? Yeah. So he used to bring girls in. He was a high profile movie director. The girls came in, and a lot of them, you know what, gave up. They gave it up because they wanted the job. So a lot of them, I think some of them knew what they're going into his hotel room for and have now flipped it. But whatever. But there's some that did not. But he was exposed and convicted. And he had the world by the balls. So far, you've got like, I don't know what you got by the balls. And you got women that you're fucking disrespecting your wife with on your channel. Piece of shit. I don't know, you beat them, you disrespect them, then you use them to do crimes, probably. But man, real fucking maggot. This is real talk. Real maggots, these people are. Convict Inc. prison snitch exposed. Accomplice to a rape. Yeah. No. Uh-oh. Rat Squad. Jimmy the Boss shows us the real Jimmy Calandra on FBI. This is where Jimmy talks about, he channeled his true Jimmy, Jeffrey Dahmer. Jimmy has homosexual urges for sure. Like Convict Inc. versus FBS, Fat Bald Sicilian, Gunsmoke the Don. Gunsmoke the Don. That's what he calls himself. Jimmy Calandra versus Johnny like Gunsmoke the Don. Oh, this is you, Gunsmoke? I just seen this is who you are? Gunsmoke the Dawn. 2,000 subs. 153 videos. Official channel of Gunsmoke the Dawn? What the fuck are you smoking on, dude? Besides Granny's underwear. Stop it. What the fuck? You weirdo, this is this grandmother. You guys talk about me being poor and stuff. I have no clue. Yeah, I've had finance. Oh, by the way, and the sale fell through. So yeah, I've got financial issues. I still got a lot of property. FBS exposed. It's a scam. FBS copies. I don't even know what that is. Fucking a short recap of Jimmy Calandra, FBS self on the Real Rat Squad. That's Assassinino. FBS said he'd never threatened women. Oh, that's Lee Cole. Never threatened women. He sure did say that everybody should beat women, just beat them down. Fuck, I hate bitches, and he was weird. FBS versus everybody. In your mind, you're versus everybody, FBS. In your mind. And that's even a bigger thing. So, like, for 2 weeks, you go after Lee Cole and Danny Trejo, is that what it is? And you go after Angel, then Convict Inc. Look at all you fucking punks, though. Can't you guys stand up for yourselves and do something? I mean, really, isn't it sad? You're more shackled by each other than I am on U.S. probation. And again, Chris, you and fucking SoFlo are gonna have a big split. SoFlo's taking all your shit. He's got your money he's taking. They're donating to him more than you now. They realize they're just like, oh, Pinga's talking better shit about Rosso because he has his Nikki Blades little guy who won't feed his fucking family. And what's Chris got? The same thing. What do they all have? The same thing about me. By the way, what I put out first. Think about that. Oh, Convict Inc. exposed. Oh, exposure is what happened to Chris last night. He exposed himself by that bitch. She said he raped him. Criminal thinking. Beat her. Don't use the criminal justice system. Criminal thinking, Chris. That's the drugs in your system. They're rotten. Got to get right within. Jimmy Calandra wants to be a good guy. Desperately wants to. Can't. Going to eat people now. What the fuck, Jimmy? Jimmy and Jeffrey Dahmer. Going to be having sex with boys that he's eating. It's weird. He's got a sister coming on. What's her name? Everybody knew Tommy Karate. Not Miss Can't Be Wrong. What the fuck is her name? Live and Let Live or something? What? Really? Everybody knew Tommy Karate. Yeah, everybody knew who Tommy Karate was, Jimmy's sister, who goes on and supports him. But Jimmy didn't know him, knew of him. Pauly G didn't want to bring Jimmy around fucking Tommy Karate. Number one doesn't want to bring number two, the bitch, around somebody who's going to turn him into a made man. Why would you do that? Why would you risk bringing number two around? And why would Tommy Karate ever want number two to be around when he wants number one to build up and make a member? Stupid people. It's common sense. Fabrizio didn't know Tommy Karate. What? So Jimmy did, but Fabrizio didn't. So and acknowledge that when they went to prison together. Fucking weird people. And you know what? I'm going to say this. I don't know who's in this sub right now, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's a lot of you people that repeat, and I'm not saying the ones that stick up for me per se, right? Here's what I want to say. Fuck this. Fuck this. Now, Glory, I want to be clear when I say this because I'm man enough to say this. Hold on. All you people who are so invested in watching this drama unfold, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's what I'm going to say. Get a fucking life, all of you. I appreciate subs and support, right? But you guys are just going back and forth. If the people that do, unsub me. Unsub me, I don't care. That creates this bullshit, right? They feed off of it. They want to accuse me of feeding off it. And yes, I did make $1,500 in 3 days off of this, but I don't need it. I don't need it. All I need to do is start writing for Vice or Daily Beast or the New York magazine. That's all. And I will. I know you guys say that a lot. I will. I'm not ready. Legal work. 37,000. Johnny Mack said, Robert Rosso, what else do you do? You don't remember telling you, Johnny Mack? $37,500 I returned when my dad actually, no, one of them sent me 10. I sent it back. And I had $37,500 coming to me for legal work. 3 people. One of them I could have done in 30 minutes, the brief. One of them I could have done maybe an hour. One of them would have took a little bit more work. $37,500. You know why I turned around? Would you have turned that kind of money around, Johnny Mack? Or would you have got smacked out? What would you have done? Because at any time you can start doing smack and you've got it that way, you've let it happen that way because you're on methadone. Stop doing the methadone for a dose, you can get high on heroin. If you do Suboxone, you can't do it that easy. If you do the shot, you can't do it for 6 months. Why are you scared to take the shot, Johnny Mac? Why are you scared? Because you want to have that option to shoot heroin and relapse, even when your livers have gone. Stop disrespecting your wife and go take the shot. Because what you're saying to her by staying on methadone is, baby, the one I've been with for 20 years, do you want to give me an example? What you're saying to her by staying on methadone is, I don't love you. I love drugs more than you. Let me be clear to everybody, okay? If you have stage 4 liver problems, that's before fibrosis, cirrhosis, whatever. Johnny Mac's got bad problems. He's admitted that. It's not me busting him out. And you choose to stay on methadone, which is a drug that any day you can just not do a dose so you can get high. Rather, well, let me say something this. If you're fucking clean for that many years, you don't need to be doing dick. You should be clean, not doing Suboxone or anything else. It's a goddamn crutch and an excuse. Let's be clear about that. All opiate addicts don't need to stay on Suboxone forever. I've got a good friend that claims 4 or 5 years he's been on Suboxone and he needs that. And he just finally said, you know what? I'm fooling myself, Rob. I don't need this. And it's helped fuel his alcohol problems. If you're an opiate addict, Suboxone and methadone are drugs that taper you off until you are clean. They're not to stay on for 9 years like Johnny Mac. If you're doing that, you're staying on that so you can eventually get high and use an excuse. If you're doing that when you have serious health problems, what you're saying to your entire family is, I love drugs more than you. You can say I'm wrong. You know it inside. I'm inside of you right now, Johnny. All these little bitch shit that you play, I talk real talk right now. Get right within. Get right within. Look at your wife and tell her, I love you more than this methadone, so I'm going to taper off of it like I should have 9 fucking years ago. At the very least, go do the Suboxone shot, which lasts for 6 months and you'll never be able to get high. What's your excuse now, Johnny? Why don't you do a video about that so you can have some content? You don't have content, so show people you're changed. You have changed as much as Jimmy Calandra. Not. You haven't. Methadone fucking head. That's right, methadone head. Call me whatever you want. Say that I had people in my house doing drugs. Does that make you feel good? Who told you that? Oh, I know. Oh, what did he say? Did he say exactly what I said? Or did he say what he thought I heard he said? What did he say, Johnny? What did he say? I'm not going to do the tape. I was going to do the tape, but I'm not going to do it because I don't want it. I never wanted to get this. I never wanted to, even now, with like Chris exposing himself for the biggest fucking piece of shit that he is, just telling me when he was on my phone, all women should be beat or whatever he said. That's basically what I mean. He's just giving the green light. Exposed him. All these days that I've been doing this and haven't done prison content, you know what? It's worth it. All you people are worried about me. Rob, get back to normal. It's been worth it. I exposed FBS for what he is. I am showing the world who the fuck Johnny Mac is. Everybody knew Johnny Mac was a scumbag. Everybody told me all the time. I am putting it all the way out there, Johnny. You want to play games, Johnny? You know I like games. All your crew, you guys know you guys don't know what to do with me. You can talk your little horse shit. You can play your little games that use the words that I use and stuff like that. I talk real talk. SoFlo beat a woman and is proud of it. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell everybody he's wrong when he's the face of it. Tell everybody. Chris condoned it. Jimmy Calandra. Look at Jimmy Calandra. Look at a guy who used. Don't you guys feel like just you? What is the worst kind of prostitute that's used? Women become prostitutes for different reasons. Some of them for money. Some of them, but like a crack whore, for example. Crack whores to me are like the saddest kind of prostitute, right? Why? Because they don't really want to be doing what they're doing. They're doing it for the drug. Meth girls that sell, they're like into it. They're like down, right? Get baseball bats somewhere. How many, meth, they're like enthusiastic about their jobs. Crack whores are not, they're sad. They look sad, right? And I can honestly say I was never I mean, it's not like I would like I against people that utilize sex workers. Been a lot of strip clubs, had a lot of strippers, broken down strippers come to my house, and yeah. But as far as like paying for sex and stuff, I never have. But I've been around crack prostitutes. I've walked in on one time. It was really sad. I was looking for my wife, who was one. I didn't know at the time, but I thought she was. But whatever. Uh, they're the and it just looked so sad. I walked in on a girl. She had like 5 guys, and it was just beautiful girl too. I couldn't believe it. It was a sad sight. That sad sight is what I see in all of you. You're Jimmy's crack whores, like disgusting, right? Not have no pride in yourselves. Like you guys can't do anything for yourselves. You have to coordinate and talk on a phone and make conferences in order to go attack people. And then you go, oh, and we're not going to do it. And we're not going to call. It's going to be real sad when the other side calls a probation. Johnny, we tried, like this side tried. This side. Fuck you guys and your sides. It's just weird sickness, and you got a lot of weird fucking sick people who watch this shit. You do. It's true. It's crazy, man. Johnny, like, how many times have you cried, man, this is crazy. I can't take it. And you said your wife was mad. Your wife should be more bad about you being on methadone. You love methadone more than your wife. I'm going to say it. I'm going to stick with it. Johnny Mac loves methadone more than his wife. Otherwise, he would stop altogether. That's what he really should do, and stop playing, oh, I'm such an addict. I've been used for 9 years, but I've been methadone's helped me stay clean. Fuck that. That's bullshit, right? You're on methadone because it can get you high at times. Methadone can get you high. I don't want to hear that bullshit. And you're on it because at any given time, you can skip a dose and you can shoot heroin. And watch, more than likely now with the downfall of you, it's coming shortly. Within the 3 months, Johnny, your friends are going to erase you. Chris and SoFlo, I see a fight coming because SoFlo is stealing Chris's shit. But you, Johnny Mac, what possibly can happen, and this is real talk, you know what I'm saying is right. You're going to end up taking fucking one of those hot shots of fucking fentanyl, and we're all going to find out that you were using and that you died on fentanyl. That's what's going to end up happening, because you're going to spiral when you realize that you're really out of like that you've got no sides to go to no more, that you're really in this genre and you don't even know why, like for what reason, what brought you here to the mob tube genre. Because right now, tonight, the last so many days, I am in the mob tube genre. Why am I in it? Because I was in prison with guys that people, most of you on YouTube, wanted to blow, and I didn't give a fuck about them. They meant nothing to me. They were just people. A lot of them were people that I thought were too soft, punks, bitches, mob guys. The Chin getting his ass wiped by a sex offender, chomo, homosexual. That's how he died. I mean, to me, that's not, all that stuff, if he didn't rat all those years, that's how he died. Everybody should know that. Everybody should know that. Why? Because it shows them that they're not some superhuman guys. They're not some, oh, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to do the right thing. You had a fucking chomo homosexual, white. That's in homosexuals. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to take off on you, but in prison, a child molesting homosexual is wiping your ass when you died. No matter all the good stuff you did, that's what you were reduced to. So what brings you here, Johnny Mac? Chris, what brought you here besides your grandfather got extorted? What brought you guys here? How did you guys just pop up? Well, now I want to be a mobster. You were mob fanboys. Johnny, I don't know what brought you here. Why? You love drama. You talk about me. You have nothing else without it. What content have you created? An animal video like 3 people watched? I liked it. I was going to give you one today. There was, oh, by the way, fuck, man. There was wild pigs up there. Why didn't YouTube put this up? It's stuck. Recapping yesterday's events. FBS versus everybody. Oh, there's me. Will they get together? People also, Tony Pizza goes after Convict Inc. Really? Who the fuck's Tony Pizza? I heard about him. Tony Pizza goes after Convict Inc. Whatever. Okay. Animal talk, da-da-da. Oh, he needed. Mob 2 boards, Tony Self-Love versus Robert Rosso, Convict Inc. Innocent victims of big bad FBS. Special announcement. Oh, it's me right now. This is the one I wanted to say. Here it goes. I didn't listen to not one word, by the way. And it looks like Chris was only on for 35 minutes on a live. Only 1.8 people watched it, and that was 8 hours ago. Conman Inc. takes what? Oh wait, listen. The destruction of Conman Inc. The destruction of Conman Inc. Wishful thinking, Chris. The destruction. How many times, Jeff Nadeau, Robert, you're going to destroy yourself. Lee Cole, once upon a time. Robert, you're destroying yourself. Robert, your channel's going to be destroyed. Robert, you're this and that. Destroy these nuts in all your mouths. No, it's not going to happen. Do you know why it's not going to happen? This is what being real looks like. This is what all you girls pay attention out there, all you Jimmy Calandra puppets / fuckboys who beat women, do drugs, and are scumbags and try to put people in prison. This is what being a real person looks like. I have flaws. I have personal issues, yet I can still smash your asses. Whatever. Because all you guys have is each other. And your common bond is being what? Natural born scumbags. Natural born scumbags. I mean, what else can it be? What else can it be? Johnny, man, boy, how dare you say that? You keep treating your wife like a trophy. She should be a person. Treat your wife like a fucking person, Johnny. Tell her that you love methadone over her. Be honest to her. Your wife is in a relationship with 3 people. I was told you've been giving her methadone. I don't want to do that. I mean, I'll put that out there. I don't know that to be true. If you did, you need to be shot in the head. If she never did it and you gave her methadone, you need to be taken out back and shot in the head like the rabid dog that you act like at times. You think I act spastic, that I go off the rails, that I act nutty, that I do this and I show my tit and I sing and dance. I'm clowning you guys when I do that. You know that. You know that. Every time I do that, you're feeling my slaps. And so is Chris. That's why he lost it last night. Every woman should be beat. Fuck every. I hate bitches. Like he was a rap star. Guys, SoFlo, 58 years old, 50 fucking 8. All the crimes he had, got a year sentences, got a good attorney. Super rat for sure. I don't have proof of that. There's no way he cannot be hot, which makes sense. That's why he likes Jimmy, and have all the charges that he did. There's no way. But Johnny, man, when you see this, if you're watching this now, just go look at your wife and say, babe, I'm in love with methadone. I love you second. That's my priority. And even though I'm dying and not going to have like long to live, let's be real. I mean, I've got bladder cancer, right? Although my bladder cancer, my biggest issue is they're going to take my bladder out at some point, and 50-50 chance if I ever get hard again. It's a real talk. That's my biggest fear. That would suck, you know. Wife won't care, but whatever. Because she's real. She's somebody you guys all dream about, like a real person. I mean, like a real good girl. And yeah, I'll admit she's disappointed. She's waiting for me to like be the guy that she thought I was going to be. But she, at the same time, stands by my side because she knows I'm going to be. Does your wife know you're going to get off methadone, Johnny? Will you stop loving methadone over her first? Will you? You chose methadone over your entire family if you've been on it for 9 years. Let's be straight. And being on methadone is not being clean. It's being on a chemical made by the government that's actually worse for your body than heroin. If you were to do heroin every day, not the fentanyl that can kill you, your body would be doing better than it is now. That's the true fact. Methadone it's bad on your bones, obviously bad on your mind because you think you're like in a mob genre, but you're not. You think you got fucking YouTube friends. You had somebody that would listen to you. I was here. That's true. You couldn't handle it. You couldn't handle that, Johnny. I liked you just for being the little addict, little guy I wanted to tickle, you know? Never again. I don't give a fuck. But as a man, I'm going to tell you something. As a person that has addiction issues, I want to go eat You guys don't even understand. There's a gallon of ice cream in there that's got my name on it, for real. And I know you guys probably think I'm joking. And I will probably smash a lot of it before I go to bed. It's just that's my anxiety. That's my workup from listening to people who have drug addictions that love drugs over their wife, like Johnny Matt. Yep, Chris, Gabapentin Chris over there, right? Pinga Pinga. What about you? I haven't forgot about you, Pinga Pinga. And Nikki Blade, you still haven't fucking fed your family in Cuba, you scumbag. I don't know about Cuba. You don't know about Cuba. You don't know nothing. How can you clown me? I'm clowning you, hooker. You jumped in this ring, and that little fucking pole smoker that looks like a pole smoker, I just saw him for the first time a minute ago. Pole smoke, gun smoke, the Don. What? These guys, these fucking people. Did you guys never do anything in life? I know I've been in prison most of my life, right? I have. No regrets that I didn't snitch. Jimmy, do you regret that you didn't snitch? You would have, by the way, Jimmy, do you know that if you didn't snitch, you would have got 17 to 22 years. That was your guideline. I forgot all about that. You would have been out by now. And the streets would love you. That's what you want to, you want the streets to love you. It'll never happen again. But you tried in Pittsburgh too. Remember, you wanted to be like I know, I can't keep saying that because I know what you wanted to do. You wanted to be the street guy. You tried. After you abused a woman, smoked crack all the time, SoFlo, just a natural born piece of shit. Not his fault. It's a genetic defect. Castro saw it, sent him back, sent him over here. Pinga pinga. Masturbates and feces and beats women. It's fucked up. We can't fix SoFlo. That's why he's going to be the face of violence against women. And then you got Chris, another addict, another hardcore addict, thinking he's not. If you have to point out addiction in other people, even people that talk about it, especially if somebody confronts you in private about it and you're an addict and then you turn on that person, that says a lot about you. It says a lot about you. It says everything about you, right? Yeah. So I'm going to let you girls just do what you do best. Johnny, you're going to have a tantrum tomorrow. After that tantrum and after a few days, people will listen. It's going to help your subs go up. You know, we talked about your subs going up when you talk about me. So after your subs start falling and you realize that Jimmy Calandra is the biggest backstabber, who is the leader of your car. He's the leader of your side. Okay, you want to say that. You got these sides. Do you think he's not going to stab you on the back? Do you think he wouldn't? You are the bottom of that side, Johnny. They don't love you. The streets don't love Jimmy, and that side doesn't love you. They've used you, and you're going to have nothing else to or they're going to have nothing else to use you for. You already talked shit about them and got caught on tape. They all listened to you trash them. You think they forgot? Remember what I said when I said, hey, you're like, man, after you did the video trashing me and I called you up and I was fucking pissed. And then you're like, they're all mad at me. And I started feeling sorry for you. You beat me up, brought my wife into the mix, and I felt sorry for you again. Shame on me, man. This is what happened to my sister for all my life. And this is why I had problems recently. But that can't take me down either. If my sister, who tells probation stuff and tries to actively get me put in prison, makes reports, if my family, someone who made reports, serious reports, right? Accusations, can't put me in prison. Do you think you fucking punks are ever going to do it? I am your biggest fucking nightmare. Know that. Know that. And all I have is the truth on my side. All of your content, your negative content about me is from me. Whores, crack whores, Jimmy. So, I mean, what fucking sick? I mean, and poor little Johnny Smack. So Johnny, you want to talk real talk? I'm giving you 3 months until you overdose. If you don't get right and tell your wife that you love methadone more than her. What am I drinking, Johnny? What am I drinking, Johnny? Tell me. Tell my PO tomorrow. What am I drinking? Alcohol stays in your system 2 days when you piss, by the way. Did you know that? Is that alcohol? Is it? Have I been smoking crack like I said? You guys gonna call? Why don't you call? You guys are, I mean, you're doing dogma. You're blatantly, this is what compassionate release gone wrong, blah, blah, blah. What a fucking idiot. So you want a person who was offered 2 years to snitch and who didn't and wasn't mad. So really, Chris, when you're saying compassionate release gone wrong, real men shouldn't be out of prison. We should only have rats that be out of prison. That's what you're saying, Chris. You're saying that I shouldn't be out on compassionate release because I'm smashing you and your fucking Jimmy Calandra should be and he's a good guy? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. And I really should say something about your daughter that I know. I really want to right now. I want to inject it right now, but I'm not, because I'm not father of the year either. And you were a deadbeat dad. And Pole Smoker, you're a deadbeat dad too. You little fucking weirdo. And I heard you're sensitive and I heard you cry a lot. You cry like a little bitch? Is that what you do? Grow up, dude. Stop crying. I heard FBS just smashing you cried. Is that true? I don't know. Leave your grandma alone because I think weird shit's going on with Granny, okay? All right? Stop it. Don't have those thoughts. If you're a 38-year-old man living with your grandma, even if you are the health care provider of grandma, okay? Is it grandma's finances you're living off of? If you're the healthcare provider, or is it her check you're living off? There's a big difference. So if you live with grandma and grandma lives with you because you're providing for her financially, but that doesn't make sense because you haven't provided for your kids. So you're not living off grandma, dude. Don't have weird thoughts about grandma. You might be one of those people. Because your whole side, the side, are sexual degenerates. Leave grandma alone. Don't do it. Don't do it. Leave grandma alone. Let her be grandma. Just don't, because I think you're weird. I think you're weird. Johnny fucking loves that goddamn methadone. Won't love more than his wife. This guy's living with grandma. Fucking, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? What, Jeff Nadeau, you jumped in on that side. You jumped in that arena. And when I say sides, I'm not saying, oh, I'm on Angel's side, but you guys want to know. That's what you want to believe. I'm doing this because Angel Gotti's going to get me a movie deal, right? Angel Gotti's going to get me a movie deal, right? Hey, Angel, by the way, if you can, I'll take it. But I'm just saying, that's what you guys believe. Talked to Angel Gotti the other day. For a while, she's like a therapist to me. Johnny, you know how I rambled on to Angel. Sweetheart, I don't give a fuck about MobTube and who did this, who did that, and why they're in that. No. Angel, the person's a good person. You guys ever tried to talk to Angel, the person? Not on a mob stuff, not blowing her because she was John Gotti's daughter. Chris, that's what you really did. You were like, oh, sycophant, oh, Angel. No. Stop looking at, like, look at the people. If you're going to contact if you're going to contact content creators, look at them as people first. If somebody opens up or says something to you, look at that like as wow, look inside. But what did you do? But you guys you guys have no content, so you're such scum that you want to take information that somebody gives you. Even if I say things to you, like if I say things about family or whatever, and you want to turn it against them. What the fuck is that? It's you. It's actually your true colors. So I will say again, I think talking to Angel, I did talk to her today for a while. Total fucking sweetheart. I'm not going to go to, we can still have disagreements, and we do. We haven't talked about our disagreements, and she knows what I'm talking about. So it's not like I'm like, oh, Angel, everything said good, because she sticks up for her family, and I still have my opinions about certain things. But I think that the human connection can go past that. People can have disagreements. They can have dislikes. Me and Jimmy could have been friends once upon a time, possibly. But then I knew who he was. Then I saw who he was. It's okay to have friends that you differ with. But on here and on YouTube, MobTube, fucking RatTube, whatever you want, it's just scumbags trying to feed off content. Yeah, I go and attack people who attack me. Yes, you can say I drew first blood on Jimmy if you want to. Yeah, I just demeaned and demoralized. I have to go back and look at that first video, honestly, because I didn't know what I was getting into. Having said that, I think I've done society a favor by exposing Jimmy, exposing SoFlo. And Chris, you exposed yourself. You exposed yourself last night. You did, boy. Boy, it came out of you. And Johnny Mac, you poor little fucking needed to be tickled troll. I don't know who's worse. The weirdo living with his grandma who might have sexual fantasies about her, or you on methadone this whole time. Full smoke. Leave Granny alone. Nikki Blades, go feed your fucking family in Cuba. But I'm going to help you. Give me the address. Nikki Blade, please send me the address. I'm going to do it anyway. If you don't give me an address to send money and stuff to, because I'm going to do it, I'm just going to go do a video and I'm going to push it in the Arkansas River. And I'm going to have people like, go, get to Cuba, right? I'm going to. It's going to make you look fucking dumb. It's going to. It will. Okay, so you're going to say, I don't care because you only have da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's going to make you look stupid. All right, well, it's going to be fun. Man, I'm mad at myself about yesterday. If you would have seen those homeless dudes, and they like to be homeless, by the way. It wasn't exploiting. They're like, who, what? And I like showed them a video. I'm like, this guy just won't feed his family. And they're like, wow, what do you mean? Because they're like, they're homeless. And like the food thing, it's like really good. So I got you Burger King and Pepsi, only a Pepsi, non-alcoholic Pepsi. If you do this, we're going to take videos. And they're like, Nikki Blade, you piece of shit. Feed your family. It was great. It was great, dude. And then I had some other shit get in the way that was too important. So, oh, by the way, do you know how much homeless people, do you know how much panhandlers get on the side of the freeways? I can tell you how much they get in Fort Smith, Arkansas. I've talked to them. They average 20 to 30 fucking dollars an hour. I was like, man, I'm going to support your hustle every time. It's a hustle. The best ones don't say I'm homeless. They have positive message. Positive message, Johnny. The ones who get the most, the panhandlers who get the most money on the side of the freeway don't even say, I will work for food. They just say, hey, have a bright, sunshiny day. Gonna be a bright. That's what they do. Those get the most money. That Johnny, who has no content other than to copy people, needs to take that message. Start doing positive things. But nobody wants to hear positive shit from Johnny Mac. Who the fuck wants to hear positive shit from a dude that's been on methadone for 9 years and who's dying? And who doesn't love his wife, loves methadone over his wife. It's fucked up, Johnny. It's fucked up. I'm glad I'm going to go hug my wife and tell her how much I love her when I fall asleep right now. You guys, I'm not even going to read these. By the way, again, thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys had a great time. I did, for real. Because I'm all about exposing weirdos and liars and telling the truth, because that's what I do. I'm the doctor of truth, Captain Truth, Captain Good. Today, you know what I did? I thought for a second that I just knew in my heart that there was little animals that were hurting on the mountain. And I went up there and I saw there were some little birds who probably lost their mom, and I helped feed the little birds. And then there was a little tiny deer and it was lost, and I helped it find its mom. Then I went and touched the plants and I tiptoed through the tulips because I'm all about good. What are you about, Johnny Mac? Taking fucking methadone twice a day? That's right. Chris, have you put the Neurotins down yet? Have you? Can you ever put the Neurotins down, bro? Can you do it? They're not drugs, right? They're not affecting your way of thinking. Maybe if you put the Neurotins down, do you know what? How can we prove it? Chris, if you put the Neurotin down for 10 days, I have you fucking becoming like a fanboy of MRE. I swear. I think so. By the way, MRE, South Africa, huh? I did not look at the episode yet. Nice. I know about the farmers. I didn't know if you did it about Rhodesia. I don't know if you did it about the one in South Africa. I corresponded with people from South Africa. Have a thing for South Africa. It's one of the places I want to go. That has to do with me being a surfer as a kid, and they have a really great right break on Cape St. Francis. But I saw that and I was like, okay. Oh, I see Johnny Mac. Little fly just buzzed in here. Man, I had them all today too. I smashed them. There he is. But that's what they do. They get in. They just bug you like cockroaches, just little scumbags, So yeah, I'm gonna have to check out hopefully we're going to talk, MRE, you talked about what they did to the white farmers, right? Terrible, terrible stuff, bro. All right. You guys have a good night. I'm out. Captain Truth will not be talking about the guy who loves methadone more than his wife down there in fucking Ohio is probably going to OD, and within 90 days, it's going to be sad. It's going to be sad. And then I won't be talking about the woman beater, and hopefully by me not talking about him for a few days, that won't like embolden him to go beat more women, because that's what happens if you don't leave if the sunshine goes away. They're capable of just going fucking off the rails because they're all angry. They're suppressed. Their anger suppressed because they've been exposed for for beating women. So they haven't been beating women. But when like the heat's off them, oh, they're gonna go crazy. Oh, beat that bitch. And then Chris will be there. Yeah, beat her. She deserves it. And Nikki Blade still won't fucking feed his family. And boy, pole smoker, please stay away from Granny. That's all I gotta. Please, she doesn't deserve that. Please stay away from Granny. I know. If you haven't got laid most of your life, it's tempting, maybe. Please don't hurt Granny. Don't hurt Granny, pole smoker. Okay? Channel all that urge on helping Nikki Blade feed his fucking family in Cuba. I know you're from Dominica and you guys beef. Cubans and Dominicans don't like each other, by the way. I don't care what you guys think. They hate each other. The most hated person. I'm not. Anyway, I don't want to do that. All right. Yeah, but Cubans and Dominicans definitely don't. So I don't know. Pingas. What are you guys doing? The common bond is being weird and liking Jimmy, right? Because you guys on a prison yard, right? Even in society, do you guys like Dominicans and Cubans? No, you guys don't like each other. To all the good Cubans out there, shout out. I love you. Good conservative people, Trump supporters, by the way, most of you guys down there in the Hialeah area. But we have to watch out for people like SoFlos. So, and by the way, SoFlo, do you know that I have friends in Hialeah right now? I'm not saying that they're going to come to your door. I saw that, like that where you live, and I'm like, holy fuck. Hey, Gary. Hey, John. They all speak fluent. Binga. Dude, wow. You guys got a creep in your fucking midst. Lock your doors at night. You guys have beautiful wives and mothers. And this dude, he's one of these fucking off the boat Cubans. He'll come get them. He wants to just beat them. And they're like, yeah, okay, Rob, I'll do that. You know? And I had to call people in Ohio and say, please don't sell heroin to Johnny Mac because he's going to go off the rails in a few months. I'm sad. Good night. I still want to tickle you, Johnny, but please go admit to your wife that you love methadone more than her. Good night.